The market losing the gains again here today, and we're going to see if we can recover and hold this 690 SPY level. It is Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to the channel. You can also come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. We have a sale going on there as well. 60% off first month of active trader, 30% off first month of swing trades. Doing this video at about 12 o'clock. This is way earlier than normal, but I do have some obligations here today, and I want to get something out for you guys at least while I can do that, because I'm going to be pretty much occupied for the next probably 5 hours. So anyway, we have spiders here with a decline, losing the gains. From yesterday, we talked a little bit about some of these levels in the morning video, which we really didn't do that long ago. But you can see here, if we just take a look, let's go to the NQ and hourly. You can see we're into the 618 essentially right now, and we're kind of stalling out right there, this sell. I talked about an hour ago of watching this to be kind of a mirror of yesterday to a degree, at least on an intraday, like regular trading hours basis. You can see ES right close to the 50% fib. Cash S&P is not that far off right there of the 618, so 69.15 or so. And then we just drop it here again and look at the spiders. You know, 689.50 right at the 618. And what's the significance of that? Well, we'll just flip over here and you can see 620 on QQQ, which I had there marked. But voila. Look at the SPY. Oh, there's the 690 level, right? So, you know, it's interesting how this always seems to line up right now. And we're looking for right now intraday the spiders to weaken and the Qs to strengthen, right? We're not seeing them move away, the dealers move away from 620. So my guess is right now we'll probably see some sort of mean reversion on the Qs. Now, this will take all day long. So the spiders will get down to 690. Maybe 689.50, right? Test the low of yesterday. And again, just to be clear here, I know it looks like it's a nasty sell, but I mean, all we're doing is retracing the air that we talked about yesterday. If you know, so if we're red, we're going to fill out some of this air here, and that's all it's doing, right? That's all it is, right? It's a retrace here, and I think if that holds, we could be green tomorrow nicely. But right now, that's all we're doing. So we've seen this many times before here. We get an LG1 on the Qs. That's not getting moved, but there's a level lower on the spiders or the SPX. What'll happen is you had the Qs weaker in the morning, right? And the Russell, by the way, the Russell here and breadth, you know, at 300, you know, we're at 60% here. And again, yes, it's staples rallying, right? Oh, by the way, new all-time high on the sector, you know, my convex play from December to January here. New all-time highs there in staples. You're also seeing KRE up, though, new 52-week highs there, and transport's new all-time high. So again, I just don't see this as super bearish, the configuration yet. You know, VIX up, it's getting a rebound after the engulf yesterday. But what we're going to look at, though, is that 690, and it's getting hit right now. So this might be about it. We might get a little bit lower, but the Qs will make a slight newer low, you know, barely. And then once the spiders start to rebound, this will rebound to 620. This will overshoot, and then it'll attach to 690, and the Qs will attach to 620. That's my guess. Okay, that doesn't have to happen, but that's just kind of what I'm expecting here. And again, speaking of levels, again, right back into everybody's favorite level here on the Qs. Right, so there we are. I mean, this is just, you know, nonstop. Gains lost, then the bears try to do something, then they get rugged, and then back and forth here. And I think that'll happen again tomorrow. That said, I think if for the bulls here, you want to see a breakout this week, I think. You know, the clock is, I mean, I hate to say the clock's, the clock is ticking, but I mean, you got good structure here, right? There's no real reason for it to not do that from a technical standpoint. We do have some positive flows coming in the next 2 weeks, though, so there is a possibility that, you know, that could be supportive. But, I mean, look at how tight this thing is. Like, this is really, I mean, there will be a massive trend move that comes from this. Not no 100 points, 150 points, like 350, 450, 550. You know, you can get rid of this stupid fake print on the spiders here, but I mean, look at how tight on the weekly even, right? So last time we had that, that's what happened, right? You know, the time before that, we had to pull back, and then boom, that's what happened there, right? So we're getting trend here soon. February is a volatile month. Look at the Qs; they're lower. I mean, look at the weekly here. I mean, this is the tightest the Bollinger Band has been since, like, what, 2017? We're getting trend here, so very, very tight stuff here. But right now, you know, going to the end of the day, there's 690. That's probably you could probably get a little buy going off of that. I mean, look at this. We got to be a little buried here. Well, probably not on the SPY, but on the ES, I know we're definitely getting there. Yeah, we're definitely getting there. And then there's the NQ. So this might hold up here right now. I do think the de facto low is in for the day. Doesn't mean we can't inch a little bit lower, but I think for the most part, we'll see kind of a mirror of yesterday, like sell off first 90 minutes, and then kind of just, yeah, like slight little higher high. In this case, it'd be a lower low, and then kind of just maybe a little back off to the means. But anyway, that's what we're looking at right here. Again, I would do more, but I can't. So I just want to get something out here, at least for now. But anyways, you guys take care. Don't forget to come find me on carnivoretrades.com. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow.